And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance here in Las Vegas and the millions watching around the world, this is it. The battle for pound, the best fighter in the world. From the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, from East LA, here is the golden boy, the three-time world champion and reigning WBC super lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated Dela Hoya. From Norfolk, Virginia, presenting the four-time world champion and reigning pound-for-pound king, the defending welterweight champion of the world, PERNELL Whitaker.
The fighters did not look at each other during the pre-fight introductions. Whitaker looked to the side. Dela Hoya stared straight up in the air skyward. PERNELL Whitaker, his last bout, January 24th in Atlantic City, New Jersey, when he came from behind to knock out Dela Hoya in 11 rounds. Here we go into round one. Whitaker has a very strange low crouch that he will often use, and it'll be interesting to see how Dela Hoya tries to attack that here tonight. Nice jab by Whitaker. The early moments, at least, controlled by the champion. He will attempt to jab, turn him around.
Dela Hoya in a style that's become familiar for him in his last few fights, trying to keep his opponent at a distance by holding that left hand out.
Whitaker's jab surprisingly effective here in round one. Dela Hoya wild with his return flurry. Until the last couple of years, PERNELL Whitaker rarely lost a round in his career. Dela Hoya missing with the uppercut, and Dela Hoya has been wild and appears a little bit tight. Now he gets the jab to work, which he may need to do to get himself into tempo here. Combination by Dela Hoya, and now the action begins. Terrific left hook to the body by PERNELL Whitaker. Whitaker got all of his punching power into that left hook, and Dela Hoya took a backward step after that body shot by Whitaker. Dela Hoya wants to punch in combinations when Whitaker gets close. It was shocking in that first round to see him out-jabbed by Whitaker. Those jabs against southpaws don't often work as successfully as they do against orthodox fighters. Oh man, that jab of Whitaker is finding a home in Dela. There weren't many people who thought that Whitaker could defeat Julio Cesar Chavez, and while it was called a draw, basically he did defeat him that night. Look at Whitaker. That even draws a smile from Dela Hoya. Dela Hoya trying to cut the distance down. Whitaker done an effective job, and they're flailing away with the left hand. Dela Hoya trying to get his right hand home to the body, trying to attack with straight right hands, and coming a little bit faster here at Whitaker.
Well, Dela Hoya comes into this fight saying that he has 5 or 6 different game plans, if you will. He may need them all before it's over with.
Those punches largely ineffective. Crowd roared. There's a right hand on the top of the head by Dela Hoya.
And it appeared that Dela Hoya was able to close the distance between them. PERNELL Whitaker with a couple of good punches in that exchange.
Of course, PERNELL's so tricky inside that all those punches missing. I say Dela Hoya's accuracy level so far through the first 2.5 rounds until that punch has been lowered than at any time in his career. Now, Whitaker spins him around, but De La Hoya had landed his hardest punch of the fight just before that. And Mills Lane right there, he saw it. We're inside the final minute now of round 3. Good left hook to the body by Whitaker in a clash of heads. And now De La Hoya is on the receiving end of another shot by Whitaker, who comes forward. And De La Hoya goes down to the canvas. Let's see what Mills Lane calls it here.
I think he's cut under his right eye, Rich.
No knockdown. De La Hoya is cut. It looks as though neither guy is afraid of the other. Good left uppercut by De La Hoya. That one rocked Whitaker back. Another left hook by De La Hoya, and Whitaker felt that. There's the right. De La Hoya can fight going backwards as you see him getting backed up. Good right hand inside by De La Hoya to the head of Whitaker. Mills Lane lets them fight inside. There's a good body punch by De La Hoya. We've seen precious little of that from Oscar so far. And the bruising around the right eye of Whitaker is becoming more prominent. Whitaker clowns, but probably lost the round in your scoring. De La Hoya fast, but again, missing most of those punches. He may want to work to the body a little bit more. Oh, a great right hand from Whitaker. A terrific combination by Whitaker.
But as the fight progresses, that's going to be something to watch.
Another beautiful right hand from Pernell Whitaker. Sweet Pea a little more economical in his punching than is De La Hoya, but in this round, at least, he's been the more accurate of the two.
Landing frequently, too.
Another beautiful right-left cross by Whitaker, and he gets out of there after landing the punch. Whitaker enjoying a nice round so far. De La Hoya paying no notice to the cuteness, although there he's wild. And
well, he's not going to get any points from the hot dogging.
no, he's not, but he's making De La Hoya is certainly not able to make him pay for it.
There's a good straight right from De La Hoya.
So remember we said, and Oscar has said all along, he had 4 or 5 game plans for this fight. He's gone to plan B, which is to go to a southpaw attack.
Big punch from De La Hoya.
But he just missed the follow-up left hook.
Certainly hasn't.
And that's the odds that De La Hoya was favored by. Whitaker wild and then runs into a left hook from De La Hoya, partially taken on his glove. De La Hoya trying to counter off that jab now. Nice punch by Whitaker. Oh, that's a clever bit of work by Whitaker. Mills Lane didn't like it because what he did was he turned De La Hoya, got behind him, and then was hitting him from the side. Good shot by Whitaker.
Oh, big right hand by De La Hoya to end the round.
Whitaker trying to pick him apart with that jab. Oh, look at that. A violent collision of heads, and then Whitaker threw him down. Watch your heads. So we've had some roughhouse stuff here, too, as Whitaker gets away from those shots.
Good right hand by De La Hoya there.
Oscar trying to put some power now on Whitaker as he unloads that combination. And Whitaker did not get away from all of them that time. De La Hoya now showing some blood from the right nostril.
Well, Whitaker certainly is, if not in the best condition of his life, certainly right up there amongst it.
Now, it's a good thing for De La Hoya he prepared for a vintage Whitaker, because this is not the same Pernell Whitaker we saw in the ring against Diablo Hurtado.
You can tell Whitaker really trained hard for this fight, Rich. He looks to be in splendid condition.
Well, he had an impeccable training camp, high-quality sparring partners. He has not used his legs unnecessarily here tonight, so he looks in tremendous condition. Now De La Hoya answers back at Whitaker after Whitaker seemed disappointed with himself that he had missed with a jab.
And De La Hoya comes back with a mild right hand, but it landed.
The quietest round of the fight, but a little left hand by De La Hoya, and Whitaker laughs it off.
De La Hoya smiling right back at him, Rich.
De La Hoya landing, then spinning Whitaker around.
And landing a good body shot in that exchange too, Rich.
Even with Chavez, but how the last two fights have been real battles for him. With Miguel Angel Gonzalez and tonight here with Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker chasing De La Hoya back with a jab, and then hurting De La Hoya a little bit with a left hook to the head.
And another clash of heads there against the ropes.
De La Hoya goes down. Is it a knockdown?
Oh, it's a knockdown.
It is a knockdown. They are counting it off. There was a punch and De La Hoya went down to one knee. That could be very huge. Another left hook, and that's a big shot for Whitaker. And De La Hoya has had an extremely sluggish round here in the ninth. And De La Hoya...
He looks fatigued.
He looks befuddled right now. He is not getting to Whitaker. Now he chases him across the ring, but Whitaker avoided all those punches. Now Whitaker again scrapes De La Hoya with his glove. De La Hoya not getting off. Good right hand by De La Hoya, top of the head of Whitaker. He ducked just low enough to make it a less effective punch. Whitaker chases after De La Hoya. Pernell Whitaker getting away from those shots. Now De La Hoya tries to put it on him. The power. The bell brings the... Good left cross by Whitaker. And now Whitaker bangs to the body of De La Hoya. That one left uppercut earlier in the fight might have been the closest thing to it. Whitaker winding up and throwing the left hand.
Whitaker punching and holding.
De La Hoya flurrying late again, trying to steal the round on the judges' cards. And good jabbing work there by Whitaker. He turned De La Hoya around. Crowd is roaring, but De La Hoya really not landing with those punches. Final seconds of the fight.
Whitaker clowning some more.
Crowd in a panic. There's the end of the fight. The guys look as though they enjoyed it. They go and congratulate.
For the winner by unanimous decision and new welterweight champion of the world.
Welcome guys, thanks for joining me again in this update. I hope you're all well. So the fight between Oscar De La Hoya and Pernell Whitaker took place on April 12, 1997 at the Thomas Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was an eagerly awaited contest as it pitted the young undefeated rising star De La Hoya against the experienced and elusive Whitaker, who at the time was widely regarded as one of the best defensive fighters of his era. The fight was for Whitaker's WBC welterweight title. So during the fight, there were numerous occasions where we could see a clash of heads arising from the mix of the southpaw orthodox stance. It's quite common and seldom intentional. This was definitely a classic fight where the savvy veteran Whitaker was matched against the young maverick De La Hoya. In my opinion, Whitaker was past his prime, but this didn't really take anything away from the fight. You could tell that they both had respect for each other. There were many instances where they both acknowledged and even admired the other's work. For me, I would say that the fight could have gone either way. Would you judge in favor of De La Hoya's aggression and power punch count, or Whitaker's more defensive poise and overall boxing performance? Like always, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Anyway guys, that's all for now. I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Please remember to smash the like button if you have enjoyed watching this particular update. Remember to leave a comment in the comment section if you want to add anything about Oscar Golden Boy De La Hoya and Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. So until my next one, peace out.